Hello, Tai Chi people. Let's get started on another Tai Chi session. We'll begin with warm-ups as usual. Remember that we're warming up our ability to focus our attention as well as warming up our joints. So let's just start by breathing and focusing attention on the breath. And before we do anything else, let's just go through the body and kind of take account of how everything feels. And in particular, what's most relevant to Tai Chi is, how do your feet feel against the floor? How does the floor feel pushing up against your feet? So in today's session, I'd like for you to kind of be extra aware of your feet. We're going to begin now just breathing. Every time you breathe out, just kind of relax a little bit. Now let's take a breath in. Let that breath out, letting your knees bend just a little bit more and then partially straighten them as we breathe in. Remember, we don't ever lock them straight. One more time, breathing in and out. Then we're going to straighten up and put hands on hips and circle the hips. Starting to warm up the hips and the ankles, knees, just about everything. Go the other direction. And then we're going to stop in the middle. Take a breath in. Let the breath out as you lean to one side. Breathe in as you come back up. And then out as you relax over the other way. Once more. Breathing in, coming up, out, going down, and then fingers meet overhead, and we'll do another one. Just relax over as you breathe out, and let the weight of your arms and your head bring you down. Breathe in, coming up, out, going down. Let the arms hang to the side, and we're going to turn at the waist. Feel the waist muscles working to turn your body. And let your arms just hang. They'll flop around a little bit, but not too far. You can turn a little more violently and they'll flop a little farther. Okay, and then let's do some shoulder rolls. And roll the opposite way. And then let's do this. Bring the fingertips together. Stretch the arms out to the side. And now point the fingers back and the palms away from your body and stretch the wrists and the forearms and then bring them back together. And let's do that again. Big stretch back, trying to make the wrists and forearms stretch out. And then come back to the front, arms go down. We're going to warm up the neck next. Take a breath in. Tip the chin down as you breathe out. Breathe in as the chin comes back up. Out as you go down. Let's go up again, breathing in, and then let's roll the head around, breathing out as it rolls down. And as it rolls up. One more time down, and then let's go the opposite way. Just slowly breathing and turning the head. And now let's stop with the head in a neutral position. Take a breath in. Let the breath out as you turn and look over one shoulder. Breathe in as you come back to the center. And breathe out as you look over the other shoulder. Once more each direction on that. You don't want to force it. Just go in whatever range of motion is comfortable for you. Then take a breath in and let it out as one ear falls over toward the shoulder, just using the weight of your head to relax over. Breathe in, coming up. Breathe out, relaxing over the other way. One more time like that. And then we're going to crawl on elbows. Twisting and turning all the way down to where you feel your feet pushing into the floor. And then go backwards. And then let's bend from the hips just a little bit. Let the arms swing. Use the knees as springs to spring you back up and get the arms coming back up. And then we'll go front to back. And alternate the arms. And then we'll bring the hands together, loosely clasp, roll over and over. Feel the joints in the shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers working. And we'll waggle the wrists. Loosen them up a little bit more. Press your palms together. Relax the shoulders. Let the elbows stick out a little. Take a breath in. Let the breath out as your fingers turn away and down, and breathe back in as they turn up and towards you. And back to a neutral position. Let's do some finger push-ups, get some good joint stretching. And then let's just work all the fingers. And rub the hands together. And let's press up and down at the same time. And again. Again. And let's press both palms up. Get a big stretch. Take a deep breath as you do this. Let the arms slowly come down. And now we're going to do Qigong exercises, breathing exercises. I'm going to do some of them sitting down for those of you who prefer or need to sit in a chair for some of them. Some of them work better when you stand up. So we will just do some standing and some sitting. Beginning in a relaxed horse riding stance. We're going to breathe in deeply as the arms come up and out as they float down. Let's just do one more like this. And then we're going to lift and separate as we breathe in. Come together and down as we breathe out. Just a few like this. Let's do one more. And then both hands will go overhead, palms face each other. Look up and lean to one side as you breathe in, to the other side as you breathe out. Stick your hip out to the opposite side to balance the weight of your arms coming over. Let's just do one more of those. going to cross the wrists in front, bring the arms up as you breathe in. Let them come down as you breathe out. One more. And then the hands are going to go from the sides up the back as we breathe in. Coming over the top as we breathe out, palms go down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now we're going to switch into a bow stance. So one foot turns out, the other one steps forward. Not too far forward, but definitely not right in front of that other foot. Shift your weight forward, cross the wrists, shift back as you breathe in. Shift forward as you breathe out. Last one like this. Breathing out as we shift forward, and then we're going to change the feet to the opposite bow stance. Put your hands out in front as if resting on a big bow. Weight is on your front foot. Shift back as you breathe in, and the arms come back and down. Shift forward as you breathe out, and the hands go forward. Notice your breathing. But also on this one, notice how the weight feels when it's on your back foot and how it feels when it's on your front foot. Learn to be aware of that feeling so you will know where your balance is all the time. One more of these, breathing in as we shift back. Breathing out as we shift forward. And then we're going to go to the other bow stance again. Make a circle with your arms, fingers touch, shift forward. Open out as you breathe in, shifting back. Breathe out, shifting forward. This is good practice for the form. Breathing in, shifting back. Breathing out, shifting forward. And then we're going to go to the next one. We're going to go back to the horse riding stance. Arms down by the sides, and we're going to fly. Breathe in as the arms come up. Out as they come down. Last one of these. Arms come down as we breathe out, and then we breathe in as both arms go up one side, and breathe out as they go down the other side. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time around this way, and then we'll switch. And now we breathe in, coming up the other side, and breathe out. Down. One more time around. And then we're going to scoop up with both hands in front. Deep breath in. Breathe out as the hands come down. Again. One more like this. And then I'm going to take a seat here. If If you're going to sit down and do this, sit close to the front of the chair. Be sure that you sit with good posture, but still be relaxed. Take a breath in and let it out. And then bend forward from the hips, cross the wrists. Breathe in as the arms come up and separate. Breathe out as they come down. One more time. Then we're going to put one arm out in front. Make sure there's a nice gentle curve from your shoulder down to your hand, and turn the palm up a little bit. Turn your waist and wind up with the other hand as you breathe in. Turning back, you breathe out, passing one thumb over the other and breathe in, winding up on the other side. Breathe out, one thumb over the other. And the thumbs actually touch right at the base of the thumb. One more, back to the other side, breathing out as we turn. And now we're going to put one palm facing toward the floor. The other one starts on the opposite side and comes across the front as we breathe in, upward, releasing the balloon. And then as we breathe out, it floats down and across as we turn at the waist. The other hand comes up and we breathe in again as the palm goes up and breathe out as it comes down. Last one like this. Breathing out as it comes down and we turn, and then both hands go up over the other shoulder as we breathe in. Come down and across as we breathe out. Looking up over the palms as we breathe in. Turning as we breathe out. The head just kind of turns, following where the hands are. One more. Breathing in, arms go up. Breathing out, arms come back. Now we're going to make loose fists. Take a breath in as we bring the fist back to the waist. Breathe out, opening one palm. Pressing out as we turn the body to the other side. Breathe in, pulling back, and breathe out as we press out. Let's do one more on each side. Then we're going to do cloud hands, so take a breath in as one palm goes up and the other one faces down. Breathe out, letting the hands turn to the side with you, and then they switch. Breathe in, coming back. The top hand is as if you were holding a hand mirror and looking at yourself in the mirror. The bottom hand is just floating parallel to the floor. This is cloud hands. Breathing out as we turn back to the other direction. And now we're going to make loose fists again. Bring them back to the waist as you take a breath in. Press out with the fist as you breathe out. Breathe in as you come back. Breathe out as you press forward with the other. Breathe in, pulling back. Let's just do one more of these on each side. Remember not to stiffen your elbow. Let your elbow be soft and relaxed. Breathing out. Breathing in as you come back. And then we're going to bend a little bit forward and scoop in front. Breathing in. Breathing out. continue our work on the form. So far we've worked on the opening move, the left and right ward off, the front ward off, and we've done the first half of grasping the bird's tail or grasping the sparrow's tail. We will go through that now and then continue to the end of grasping the sparrow's tail. So we stand in a horse riding stance, knees a little bit relaxed down, feet hip width apart. Head needs to be up on top of the neck. So make sure your chin is pulled in just slightly, not stiff, but not poking out in front. Shoulders relaxed, arms relaxed. We're going to begin drawing the elbows back by pinching the shoulder blades. Let the arms slide forward and up, led by the wrists. Fingers straighten, wrists come back toward the cheeks. Fingers go upright. Press away and down to about waist high. Shift onto the right leg, warding off left. Shift onto the left leg, warding off right. Turn the right foot out. Shift the weight onto the right foot as you make a ball on the right hip with the right hand on top. Step forward with the left foot. Right hand goes straight down. Left arm comes out. Front ward off. Now turn that left foot in a little as you bring the right hand around under the left. Pick up the right foot. Step toward the right. We're going to turn at the waist. Heel of the left hand presses the right wrist. Both hands flip over. And that's where we stopped last time. The hands, as they flip over, they kind of separate. Again, we don't have the elbows stiff. Nothing should be stiff. Everything's relaxed out in front of us. The next part of grasping the bird's tail is to leave the right arm out here where it is. The left arm is going to swing down on your left side as you shift back onto your back foot. We're going to turn a little to the left, let that left hand swing down and around. Right one just stays out there. Now we come back to the front. The left hand gets on top of the right wrist, so now both palms are pointing down toward the floor, shifting forward. The hands roll forward. And shifting back, we roll that ball. And the hands come down and we roll the ball forward, just as we did in the Qigong, except now our palms face forward instead of down on the ball. We've pressed forward once. We shift back just a little bit, letting the hands extend just a little bit, and then we shift forward again, letting the wrists flex a little. So let's just do the last part of grasping the bird's tail again. We had our hands, we had done this. Left palm faces up, right palm faces down, and there's a little space between them from side to side. They're not one higher than the other, they're about the same height. Now we're going to leave the right arm alone. Turn the body to the left a little bit. Let the left arm come down as we shift back. Wind that left arm up. Turn back to the front. Left hand on top of the right wrist where both palms are pointing toward the floor. Roll forward. The hands separate as we roll back, rolling that ball. Shift forward, rolling forward, and press with your palms. Remember, don't stiffen your elbows. Let them be down, relaxed. And then we're going to shift back a little. Press again. And that completes grasping the bird's tail. I want to do just the bird's tail part for you facing the opposite direction so you can see what's happening on my left. So we started out like this. Brought the right hand around, turn the left foot in. Now I'm stepping to my right, shifting forward, pressing that right wrist, turning at the waist. Hands are going to flip over and separate. And this is where we started today. My weight is more on my front leg. I'm going to shift it back. This left arm comes down to my left as the right one just stays there. And comes back up, and I shift forward again. As the left hand comes back over the right one, they roll forward. Now we shift back, rolling that big ball, shift forward, rolling the big ball, hit them with the palms. Now we shift back, the wrists extend just a little bit, and then we press again. The wrists extend because we try to leave our fingertips where they were in space, and our shoulders are kind of backing up because we're shifting back on our legs. So the hands are making movements like this, but it's because of what the rest of your body is doing. You try to leave the fingertips there, press forward, pull back, press forward again. You can perhaps see my whole body shifting forward and back just a little bit. This is like a lot of movements in Tai Chi in that there's a lot of subtlety. So let's just go through grasping the sparrow's tail again and not worry too much about the subtleties, just try to get the general motion. So we have just done the front ward off. Right hand comes around, we're going to step to our right. We're going to turn. Heel of the left hand presses the right wrist, both hands flip over, shift back. Winding up with the left arm, left hand over the right wrist, roll back, rolling that ball, shifting forward again, push, shift back a little, push again. We will review that again next time. That's as far as we're going to go in the form today. If we have another moment, we will do one more exercise for balance. This is something that helps your inner ear and your visual system to work together. So we're going to just take the hands, palms a couple of inches apart, relaxed shoulders, relaxed elbows, and we're going to watch the hands turn at the waist. Notice how the floor appears to move because your head is moving. Some people get dizzy with this. And if this doesn't make you dizzy, then we make it more interesting by asking you to make circles with the hands and keep watching. Let your mind notice everything appears to fly around, and then go the opposite way. Okay, let's just relax that. I think that's all we will do for today. I think we're about out of time. So let's stop for now, and I hope to see you next time, or I hope you'll see me next time.